The city of Gainesville has hundreds of millions of dollars in transportation needs that continue to be postponed due to a lack of funding. On July 17th, Gainesville City Commissioners approved an agreement with Alachua County to support the 1-cent transportation sales surtax to address those needs.
We wanted to make sure that a lot of money went to roads because we know that their state of or their condition, and that is what most people use, and so about 55% of the Gainesville funds would go to that. We also have a large ridership for transit, so about 40% of the funds would go to that, and then we have an active bike ped community, and so 5% of the funds would go to that.
If approved, the 1-cent sales surtax will raise approximately $100 million for the city over the next 8 years, and the majority of those funds will be spent maintaining and extending Gainesville's roadways.
The basic useful life of a roadway is approximately 10 years, depending on the flow of traffic on that roadway. In 10 years, you're looking at a simple resurfacing project. As time goes by, if money is not available for a resurfacing project, then we're looking to go more in depth and possibly going deeper in the roadway and having to go to a full reconstruction of the roadway. We're also looking to extend roadways and improve roadways to help people with the connectivity here in the area, because we have very limited north-south corridors and east-west corridors here in Gainesville and Alachua County.
In addition to addressing the city's roadways, the sales tax will also address other modes of transportation, such as cycling and walking.
Those include projects for safety issues, but also connectivity and improvement of existing facilities, upgrading facilities to meet Americans with Disability Act standards. So a variety of different goals would be accomplished if this tax were to pass.
Gainesville's bus system is ranked the #1 transit agency in Florida, but more funding is needed to expand service in underserved areas.
Some of our routes will have better frequencies. Our goal is to have 30-minute frequencies on all of our routes. You will also see buses starting earlier in the day and ending later in the day. We will be implementing some service on routes that do not currently run on the weekends. And then we're also looking at providing service to some underserviced areas, such as the Millhopper area and the Whitney Park area. So those are also parts of the Senior Transportation Initiative. We have a phrase here at RTS, 1=72, and our buses, when at full capacity, can hold 72 passengers. So you have to think about yourself when you're behind a bus. Would you rather be behind one bus or behind 72 other vehicles? So really, it's reducing the congestion on the roadways.
Having a good transportation infrastructure not only impacts drivers, bicyclists, and pedestrians, it is also vital for the area's economy.
The Gainesville Area Chamber of Commerce has a vision that this region would be the global hub of talent, innovation, and opportunity. Central to that vision is having a transportation infrastructure network that helps to facilitate the free flow of goods, services, and people.
The city of Gainesville has nearly 60% of its property off the tax rolls, resulting in limited means of generating new revenue to pay for expanding its roadways, sidewalks, and bicycle paths. This creates fiscal challenges in upgrading the city's transportation infrastructure.
Without a transportation surtax, our only real source of funding is either ad valorem, our property tax that we pay, or the gasoline tax. Neither of those sources bring in enough money to meet those needs. And that's one of the realities, is that without a new source of funds, it will take much, much longer to address only the highest priority projects, and many projects would not perhaps ever get funded using current sources.
If the 1-cent sales surtax is approved, multiple forms of transportation will be enhanced through a dedicated funding source. However, voters must decide if and how they are willing to pay for these transportation projects.